Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the news at Commodity TV. Delrey Metals signed a non-binding term sheet for the right and option to acquire an 80% interest in and two certain mineral licenses, which comprise the Four Corners project from Four Corners Mining Corporation 999 Resources, and to establish a joint venture. Some highlights of the Four Corners project are strong drill-defined vanadium mineralization at the Keating Hill zone, with a potential strike length in excess of 4.5 kilometers, as well as 4 other vanadium mineralized zones on the project which have never been drill tested, and an independent interpretation and modeling by SJ Geophysics demonstrated that 5 target zones on the project could potentially host in excess of 10 billion tons of mineralized rock. SRK Consulting noted a highly favorable hillside mining architecture on the project and positive vanadium recoveries of 90% from preliminary metallurgical tests. Also, the infrastructure is good, with the Burgo Highway providing access to an ice-free deep water port within 40 kilometers of the project, as well as a commercial airport and industrial service center at Stephenville in Newfoundland, which could act as a potential brownfield site for primary and secondary processing. Delrey plans drilling in 2019 to add to the currently defined vanadium mineralization at Keating Hill, as well as test 4 other large targets zones on the project. TerraX Minerals received a Type B water license by the Mackenzie Valley Land and Water Board, approving TerraX's broad exploration plan for all landholdings of their Yellowknife City Gold project. The water license enhances the new land use permit. This water license is effective for 7 years until 6 March 2026 and covers all of TerraX claims and leases on the entire 70-kilometer length of the Yellowknife City Gold project. This is a great step forward for TerraX in their development of their projects. Treasury Metals provided an update on recent advances related to the permitting process at the company's Goliath Gold project in northwestern Ontario. As part of the Federal Environmental Assessment, the EA process, the Canadian EA agency accepted the company's submissions on 14 March 2019 and resumes the federally legislated timeline to approve the EA and register a decision. Under the EA process, the remaining legislative timeline includes a formal review along with a 30-day final public comment period on a draft EA report and potential conditions of approval, and up to 60 days for a ministerial decision, at which point the federal government renders a decision notice. Treasury continues to focus on community relations related to the EA process to ensure local stakeholder inputs are reflected in the EA process and as part of the overall development of the project. The company signed an engagement agreement with Waboskang First Nation to establish a framework for meaningful information sharing and communication, and forms a roadmap for continued engagement with the community. Ladies and gentlemen, those are great steps forward for Treasury to develop Goliath into production, as permitting, First Nations and community relations are some of the most important milestones to be achieved pre-production. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.